It's your boy Heaven Hollywood, Heaven Hollywood TV for the IE Network. Nothing but the truth. Today, man, we're going to talk about a fellow YouTuber by the name of Karceno4Life. This is his page, okay, on YouTube. Now, when I first noticed this dude, it was about 3-4 years ago when he was doing his behind the beefs and the truth behind the beefs and stuff like that. And I will tell you, I definitely was feeling, and I was an avid listener. I was feeling what he was saying. Even some of my things I was saying the truth behind and stuff like that. Because I thought it was a dope name. But even the times when I would say that on Instagram, what have you, I would always give him credit that I got that term from him. Everything was cool when he was doing the beef videos. But then he started, for some strange reason, venturing into basketball. And I guess it was his obsession with LeBron James. Now, nowadays, most of Karceno's videos are about how the referees are helping LeBron James and the Lakers win a championship. And it's every day that the Lakers win, this dude has a video about the referees helping. But when they lose, he makes a video about how LeBron James is a bum. And that's why they lost. And then he starts throwing out stuff that makes absolutely no sense, like the Lakers play better without LeBron James. So what I want to expose is this dude and this nonsense that he spreads to these fools that listen to him and agree with him every day. The biggest subject that I want to talk about and expose, and please ask this dude, just stop talking about basketball and sports in general. You know about boxing, but stop talking about basketball and football and any other sport because you don't know sports, okay? You come up, you throw a biased opinion up, okay? And you have no objectivity at all. You bandwagon hop from one team to the next. I don't see any Warriors gear on anymore. There was a time where this dude couldn't stand Steph Curry. And he said all Steph Curry did was chuck. Then, when Golden State got a better team than LeBron's team because it was a team that could beat LeBron's team, then he ran off and became a Golden State fan. And this dude's from Chicago. Said he was a Detroit Piston fan. But only thing I've seen was hate for LeBron James and bandwagon hopping from one team to the next. Let's get into the sports and the NBA, and I'll absolutely just use facts and stats to shut this dude down. He says, no one cares about the stats. I watch the games. Well, let me ask you something, sir. You don't care about the stats. You watch the game. How do you win the game? By scoring more points than the other team, right? Okay. Let's talk about the game that just happened. The Lakers and the Clippers. This dude said LeBron James did nothing. Avery Bradley carried the Lakers. If you know basketball, sir, you'll know that Avery Bradley is a catch-and-shoot player or a set shooter or a screen and roll player. Avery Bradley cannot get his own shot. He's not Steph Curry. He's not Klay Thompson. He's not Reggie Miller. He can't get his own shot. So who do you think passed Avery Bradley the ball most of those times, most of those assists for those wide open jump shots that he was taking? Who do you think is the cause of Avery Bradley having so many wide open threes, sir? Who do you think is the cause of that? Why do you think Avery Bradley had so many free jump shots? Could you imagine if LeBron James had wide open jump shots on every possession? He would average 50 points a game. LeBron James is getting doubled and tripled every game. If LeBron James is a bum, why are they double teaming him? He's a bum, right? So why are they double teaming him? And then this idiot says, he got most of his points from the foul line. He wasn't doing nothing. Most of his points came from the foul line. Foul shots is a part of basketball, right? What happens when you get to the free throw line, sir? Why are you there? Because they fouled you and prevented you from making the basket. That's why they give you free throws. So because he got 14 points from the free throw line, don't you think he earns those points? Free throws count with everybody else. Who doesn't get points from the free throw line? You think everybody's points is from the field? Kawhi Leonard also had points from the free throw line. And LeBron can't help it if dudes can't check him and they have to hack him. Is it his fault? The next thing is, this dude says he brings on people that he knows is going to agree with him. He brings some stupid, goofy-looking dude on him with a video who sits there and just shakes his head yes to everything this dummy says. He brought some other bum on talking about, I want to see the turnovers LeBron had. He had a lot of turnovers, as usual. Looked into the stat sheet. He had 2 turnovers. He had 2 turnovers, man. And you sitting there agreeing with him, bringing these people on your show that haven't even done their research. You just don't care who you bring on your show. Just as long as they agree with you. Long as they sit there and suck on your kneecaps, you bring them on here. He had 2 turnovers, bro. LeBron had 28, 9, and 8, and he said they play better without him. Let's get any team's numbers without LeBron James. Who has a better record? Who has a winning record without LeBron? No teams. Did the Lakers have a winning record without LeBron James last year when it was him and a bunch of scrubs? He was in 4th seed. And I don't care about they're only separated by 1 game. You saying that they are 4th seed, but they was only separated. We don't care about ifs, bro. I don't do ifs. If he still would have, I don't do ifs. All I do is facts and stats, my brother. And the facts are, when LeBron James was in there last year, him and all those bums, Alonzo bum-ass Ball, Brandon Ingram, Hart, when LeBron was in there with those dudes, they were the fourth seed and trending upward. LeBron gets hurt for 27 games. What happens? But they play better without LeBron. LeBron took the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Sisters of the Poor. It was him and the Sisters of the Poor. I'm talking about before they got Kyrie Irving, years ago. Took them to a final. He went against Golden State. And yes, he did lose, but without those two dudes, against a full stack Golden State team, he took them to 6 games. LeBron is on teams, they're in the finals. LeBron leads teams, they're in the dumpster. Period. You get up here and talk. I don't understand how dudes allow you to spew the bullshit that you're spewing. The referees helped them. And then he sits here and makes people think, these bums that believe him, I bet so much. Show the receipts, bro. Show the receipts. I don't believe you got money like that to be betting. This dude is so obsessed with LeBron James. He said the other day, I just won't pay some bills this month. I'm going to bet on the Clippers. After he sat here and ranted and raved almost 2 hours about how the NBA is fixed.